Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Sunday. Okay, so Miss Emma is in the car today, guys, and we are on our way up to my grandparents' farm, or to the family farm is what we call it now, because we're all starting to build houses out there. I joke around and say pretty soon it's going to be the family compound, but we are on the way to the farm. I have the metal detector with me, and we are going to see if we can find the keys that were lost. And then I also have a special, I think she called it a brush cutter, for my mother that I'm on my way up here to deliver to her. But it is a gorgeous day outside today. No storms today. You can see it's absolutely fantastically beautiful. No storms. So we are on our way. I hope you all are having a fantastic Sunday and a great weekend. I guess y'all won't watch this till Monday, so I hope you all had a great weekend. I have definitely had a fun one. This weekend is jam-packed with things to do. Next weekend, I already have things booked in the weekend after that too. So it's going to be a busy few weeks. School starts this upcoming week, which will be interesting. I doubt I'll be able to videotape in class, guys, but I will try to video on my way back from class every day and give you all a tip for the day. Maybe I can do that while I'm walking back. That'll be a time where I can talk to you in the middle of the work day and kind of give you some more information about what I'm thinking. Really not information about what I'm thinking, but I could just share what I'm thinking. Anyways, that was just a really weird way to say that. So, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I will see you guys here in a few. These backcountry roads where we have to go in order to get to the farm are always my favorite. Never been to the country and don't know much about crops. Do you see this corn over here in front of us, next to us? Oops, sorry, Em. I just blocked her in the face. That corn looks like the farmer's just letting it die, right? It's not. That corn will either be A, popping corn, like what you get from Orville Redenbacher, or any of your popcorn companies, or B, they will use it for cattle, for feed. So when you see things like this, that's what it is. They're not actually letting it die. So if you ever come to the countryside, you will know they're not just letting it randomly die. They are in fact drying it out so that we can keep it and use it for various purposes. I don't know that many people realize that popping corn actually dries on the stalk in the field. And then y'all have heard of soybeans. These are soybeans over here, a whole field of them. They look pretty good, actually. And we have some more over here. And you can see how large these fields are, guys. So there's a lot of soybeans out in that field. Can you see? Soybeans almost as far as the eye can see over there. The whole hill is nothing but soybeans. It's not quite time to harvest those just yet. They're not harvesting the corn yet because it's not dried out properly, but they have started to harvest the tobacco and to fire it. And I love that time of year more than I can possibly tell you. If you have been in the countryside this time of year, you know that it smells so good when they fire the tobacco. But I think what's so funny is that people will come down here that are not used to the country and not used to what's going on crop-wise and don't really know how things are produced. And you go past if I find a barn, guys, I will absolutely videotape it for you. But you go past a barn and there's smoke coming out of the barn. And the people that are not from around here be like, your barn is on fire. Well, no, the barn's not on fire. Yes, there is a small fire in the very bottom where they have embers that are smoking away to dry out the tobacco so that they can turn it into cigarettes. I'm not a fan of cigarettes. I don't smoke. I actually kind of dislike them. But the whole process smells fantastically wonderful. So I guess that's my positive for it. Anyways, if I find one of the smoking barns, and I've come past a couple, but I haven't had enough notice to show it to you guys, I totally will.
Well, she inherited tropical center, his grandmother, which brings them in about $1,000.
Out here searching for lost keys, guys. So far, no luck. It's incredibly hot. Everything that I found that's been on the surface is still, like it shows 00, is still underneath. But I have not found anything. The only concern I have about finding the keys is that my grandmother mowed before I could get out here to look for them for her. And with that, I'm afraid she may have slung them somewhere and we'll never find them because we got all kinds of nooks and crannies and places that they could have gone missing. So anyways, and after she mowed too, you'd think she would have seen them if they had been out here. And it is incredibly hot out here, so I'm kind of sticking to the shade more than to the sun area. And my back is hurting, not to be a complainer, but also like this terrain here, you can see it's matted down grass. So if the keys were there, they would show right on top. So I don't think we're going to actually find them. I may trade off and let my dad play with it for a little bit. I was hoping you all would get to see the incredible we found the key find, but I'm not really sure that's going to happen today, guys. Sorry. No, ma'am. No eating dirt. Come on. Let's go. Shame on you. Okay, guys. So we are out here. Mom is my dear mother is mowing. Emma is eating clumps of dirt for whatever reason. Has anybody ever seen a dog that does this, eat clumps of dirt? It's crazy, right? Emma, stop. No, ma'am. I'm being dive bombed by bugs. Come here. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. So now we're going to go down here and I'm going to show you guys what soybeans look like. Cannot imagine a dog that eats clumps of dirt. I've never seen it. She's going to end up throwing up in my car. Come on, Emma. It is super hot, so we're not going to stay for very long. Mainly because I'm tired. It's hot. Y'all forgive me, you had something on the screen. It's hot, I'm tired, and we're gonna go home. But I'm gonna show you what these soybeans look like first. Okay guys, so these are soybean plants. And for those of you who have never seen what they look like, soybeans look like this. They go down the stem like that. Show you close up, hopefully it's focusing. And if you can imagine in a field this big, when they're that small, there are a ton of soybeans in this field behind me. But anyways, it is incredibly hot. We are out here at my parents' house, out here on the farm, and we had an unfortunate incident. It would appear their house was, obviously there's just something on it, and now after I've held that, my hand shakes. Their house was hit by lightning. So, or the pump was hit by lightning that pumps in the water from the well. So they're without water at the moment. You can imagine how excited they are about that, but that's what's going on. So anyways, I'm not going to touch any of the soybeans because every bean counts, and we have someone who actually comes out and farms this land, so it's not actually our beans, but I can definitely show them to you. Kind of neat. Kind of neat, huh? So anyways, I have a little puppy who's going to get a bath when she gets home, and me, and I'm going to go say goodbye to my mother, and then my back is killing me, and we're going to head home because it's getting awfully late. So Miss Emma and I are going to head home. But I did want to show you guys the farm. And I'm sorry we had a metal detecting failure today, but that happens sometimes. I'm not sure that the key is there. We never did find the cup that it was supposed to be in, so it's kind of hard. If you're not sure where to look exactly, it's really hard to go about finding something. But I may come back and look for them again, especially if there's any sighting of the blue cup that they were supposedly in. We will definitely come back out and look. But for now, no such luck. Oh, look, I have an amazing puppy who's not walking right through the middle. Oh, I spoke too soon. She is walking right through the middle of the mud. All right, so we have the stable down here. And you can see they've done a tremendous amount of work since the last time we've been down here to this stable. And the house, I don't know if you guys remember, sat in that clearing right there. The house that we metal detected around. So we will have to come back down here and do that. Today I wasn't worried about metal detecting that house. I was really just trying to see if I could find the key. My dear mom mowing the yard here. You guys can see her. She's putting all her gear back on. Here's your tip for the day, guys. It seems very counterintuitive, and I would have thought as a child that it was very counterintuitive, but I can tell you it is not after being out here in this kind of heat and being in the sun. If you have to do that for a long period of time, like if you're mowing or doing something around here, I'm gonna show you guys because it's so beautiful. I'm getting a little sidetracked. How gorgeous is this area though? Anyways, tip for the day. Even though it seems counterintuitive, if you have to do that, if you'll get a very lightweight cotton, and it does need to be cotton, it does not need to be polyester, cotton shirt, that goes, it's long sleeve, that goes all the way down your arms, and put that on, Emma, go around the mud, you will actually be cooler because you will create this, Emma, to the right. Let's try this again. If you have to be out in the sun like I am right now for a prolonged period, and it's about 90 degrees out here, guys, you want a long sleeve cotton lightweight shirt that is fairly soft. What will happen is, and this will sound gross, but it makes you feel much better. Number one, it keeps the sun from hitting you. Number two, it will create a sweat barrier because you'll sweat into it. It'll get a little damp, and when the breeze comes along, it will cool you off much more effectively than just your skin. It'll protect you from getting sun damage as well as doing the other. So that's my tip for the day. It took forever to say that tip, but that's it. Okay guys, so I know today was a little disappointing because we didn't find the keys with metal detecting, and I could only video so much because we really weren't digging up like targets under the ground. We were just looking for those keys, and I'm really disappointed that I was not able to give them back to my mama, but I tried my best. I went over it several times. We may try again next weekend, we'll see. I'm going to end the vlog a little early tonight. My back is hurting. It started hurting a little bit last night. I have kidney stones, and so I may be passing a kidney stone, or it may just be because I sat on all these hard places and had to sit on the floor and hard benches yesterday, and we did so much. It might be that. I don't really know. I'm going to go lay down for a while, and hopefully it will relax and go away. So anyways, I hope you all had a fantastic Sunday and a great weekend. Ow. And that actually hurts to hold this little camera, so you know it's bad. But I really do hope you had a fantastic weekend. If you're new to the vlogs, please push the subscribe button below. If you're here every day, it's so good to see you today, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Let's say good night, Em? Yeah. Good night. Good night, guys.